So there's a tree. There's a lot of trees because the garden is beautiful. And there are human beings in the garden, Adam and Eve. And the garden is perfect, just like Adam and Eve. And you know it's perfect because God created them. And if it's created in the image of God, it must be perfect. And it is. And it's wonderful. And boring because it's perfect. And I think one day God probably went, it's not very interesting. I'm not sure that this is what I had in mind. Nothing grows. Nothing learns. It needs to be different. And God realizes, I think, that human beings need to have some way of making choices. They need to have free will. But you can't just kind of give free will. You have to kind of take it because that's your first choice, right? It's your first choice is to choose. To choose. Here's a way. There's a tree. There are choices made. Adam and Eve become aware, and they realize. And so they hide. And God finds them and says, so what's happening? What's happening here? Something's happened. Something's different. What are you doing? And of course, immediately, Adam explains. It was Eve. She did it. And Eve, of course, then said it was a snake. And God probably, I think, said, really? Or did you make a choice? Did you choose? Okay, fair enough, we chose. Yeah, we chose. Well, choices come with responsibility. And you have to deal with the result of your choices. And here's the result of your choice. You need to go out into the world and make more choices. You need to take care of the world and make the right choices for the care of the world. So off you go then. And Adam and Eve boldly step out into the world. They quite literally boldly go where no one has gone before. They learned to make choices, and the result of their choices was the responsibility that comes with making those choices. I like that myself. I like that because if we're created in the image of God, how could we be inherently sinful? Wouldn't our default setting be good? Are we saying that we're inherently sinful because our first choice was to choose to do the wrong thing? Can someone please explain to me how a newborn infant is inherently sinful? Without any experience of the world, is inherently sinful. See, the whole concept of original sin, I think, is counter to our creation. If we're created in the image of God, we must be inherently good. Our sinfulness comes from choices that we make when we make the wrong choice. Or we experience something that leads us to that. I wonder if we wouldn't change so much by understanding that Adam and Eve stepped boldly into the world rather than somebody threw them out of somewhere else. Think how different the world would be. Because that would right off the bat defeat our biggest challenge, fear.